Hey everyone, welcome to our channel, the Tech Indian Pro. So today in this video, we'll learn how we can use the OOPS concept and what is the OOPS concept, right? So OOPS is nothing but the object-oriented programming, which is very much useful to organize our code, which focuses on creating reusable objects, right? So the major concept we have is the OOPS concept, right? So OOPS is nothing but the object-oriented programming. So this is in a programming paradigm that is centered on the concept of objects. So basically, this concept is all about understanding the objects, or which is also called as the instances of the classes, right? So we have four basic principles to understand this OOPS concept, right? One is abstraction, then encapsulation, inheritance, then polymorphism. Now, first, we will go for the inheritance principle, right? So, what is the inheritance means? Inheritance is the process or mechanism that allows one class to inherit the features, properties, variables, methods, functions from other class, right? It inherits. Got it? So, the class which inherits the member from other class, that is called as the derived class or the child class. And the class whose members are inherited is called as the base class or parent class. Got it? Now, we have four types of inheritance we'll learn. One is single level inheritance, then multi-level inheritance, then hierarchical, then multiple. So this is the syntax we have. Suppose we have created one class. Suppose this is the parent class we have, or the base class, right? Public class, then parent class we have created. Now, if you want to create a derived class or child class, the way you have to mention like this: public class, then derived class, then one colon, then the parent class. It means you are inheriting the properties or the features of this base class to this derived class. So you have to mention like this. Got it? So this is nothing but the inheritance. Then let's see with an example. Suppose you have an example this. In an organization, we have two types of employees, right? One is full-time employee, another one is the part-time employees, right? And suppose we have some values or we have some details to show, right, for full-time employee and for part-time employees. Here you can see I have declared, four variables here for first name, last name, then email ID, then yearly salary for full-time employee. And for part-time employee also, same thing, first name, last name, email, and the difference is this hourly rate. Here yearly salary, here hourly rate, right? And after that, I have created one method here to print the full name again here. Got it? So what is the issue in this two classes? You have declared the same variables multiple times, right? In this class also, in this class also. So to get rid of this issue, like to get rid of this duplicacy of this codes, we can use the inheritance concept. Got it? Inheritance concept means we can put all these common variables, right? All the common informations inside a base class, and after that we can inherit another class from this so that we can get this common informations in both of the classes. Then we will call this as a child of this class and this as a child of this class. Got my point? So let's see with an example, with this example, how we can understand this inheritance structure. Suppose I have created one class here, that is org employees. This is my base class. I want to make it a base class. Okay. And inside this, I have added this much of variables: first name, last name, email ID, which will be usable for both the full-time employees and part-time employees. And inside this base class, I have created one method here to show the full detail of these employees. Got it? By using this string interpolation method. Now, let me create another class and I want to inherit from this base class. Suppose public class, the class name is suppose full-time employee.
full-time employees. Okay. Now I want to inherit from this base class by using a colon, then org, the base class name. Got it? Now started with the curly braces, right? So likewise, I am creating another derived class which will inherit from the same base class, suppose part-time employees. Okay. Again, I'm creating another class. Suppose this one. Suppose I am deriving other class. Suppose night shift employees. Okay, in which I am deriving from this part-time employees. Got it? What I have done here. Now what I will do. So these are the common. So these are the common informations that will be usable in this derived classes. But there are some other fields also we can declare here inside each of these derived class. Suppose here, let me put int public int and the annual salary, suppose salary. Okay, and here also again create a method public void suppose full time full employee details. So the full time employee details. Okay. So this is the full time employee details method I have created inside this full time employees derived class. And here I want to show the whole message, right? Full time EMP. Full time EMP detail is first name, last name, email ID, and annual salary. Suppose annual salary. So you can see here, if I will try to add this email ID, right? Suppose email ID. You can see the variable that is declared inside the base class, I can get it inside this full-time employees. Got my point? So this is the concept of inheritance. We can get the features or we can access the features and properties and methods of this base class by using the concept inheritance. Okay, that's why we are not getting an error over here when using this. If I'll double click this, it will point to this variable. So the same way we can mention inside the part-time employees. Suppose for part-time employees, let me create another variable. Hourly rate. Right here, part-time EMP details, right? Okay. So inside this also, import. Again, I am creating another method here. Part-time employee details. Suppose hourly rate. This is night shift. Okay. Then here, hourly rate. Change it to night shift. Okay. So I've created different methods here. Now you can change here also night time. So I've created three derived classes or three classes which are deriving from this org base class, right? Org base class. These two derived classes are derived or inherited from this base class, Again, I have created another derived class which inherits the properties of this part-time class, right? Now, how we can get all the features and all the methods by using the instance of this class? Let me show you. Let's go to this program class. Then we can directly create an instance of this class. Suppose ngT equal to new ngT. Now by using ngT dot, this is an instance of this night shift class, right? Night shift employee class. Now you can see when I will be using ngT and dot using period symbol here, it is showing all the features, all the fields here which are accessible. Email ID which is there inside the base class. First name is also there. Full employee details is also there, right? Full employee details which is inside the base class. Full employee details. Got it? Now again, ngT, click a dot. First time part-time employee details is also there, right? So one thing you can understand or notice here, since this night shift employee is inherited from part-time employees. Again, the part-time employee is inherited from the base class ORG employees. That's why all the features of this part-time employee and all the features of the base class employees you can access here, right? See, night shift allowance, night shift time employee details, then part-time employee details, also hourly rate. Hourly rate is mentioned inside the part-time employees, right? That's why we can get the access over here, right? If I will put suppose full name or first name. So let me put the first name as John. Okay. Then ngT last name was Kelly. Then again ngT, put the email ID. So these all are the fields we have inside the base class, but we are accessing all this by using the child class g.com. Again ngT to add the night shift allowance which is required for this child class. Suppose 500. Right. Now we can call the method ngT, then night shift allowance method. Night shift time employee details. Got it? So by this way we can access all the fields of the base classes. Okay, by using the instance or by creating an instance of this child class. Let's see how it works. So like this, the nighttime employee detail is John Kelly and email is this and 500. Got it? So what we have done here, we have created first one base class. We have kept the common informations that can be usable for the derived classes, and we have derived these classes from this base class, right? And again I have derived this class from this class. It means if you are deriving the class or inheriting this class from this org class, this is nothing but a single level inheritance. Okay, this is called as the single level inheritance. And another thing we can see here, the part-time employees, both these derived employees or derived classes are inherited from the same base class. This is called as the hierarchical inheritance, right? Another one I have done here, I have derived this part-time employee from this, again derived another night shift employee from part-time employee. It means it is multi-level, right? So this is called as the multi-level inheritance. Got my point? So this is all about the principle of inheritance. In the interface class, we will see how by the help of interface, we can get this multiple inheritance, how we can derive a child class from multiple base classes, not base classes, multiple base interfaces. Now we'll go for the shield class. What is shield? The shield word itself tells us that it will seal something, right? A shield class in C# is a class that cannot be inherited. If you will use this sealed keyword in your inheritance class or any base class, you cannot inherit from that class. Suppose this is the base class we have, right? We have inherited all these derived classes. Let me create a keyword here, sealed. Suppose I am using sealed here. See, now this base class is sealed, and we are getting some errors over here, right? Compile error. What is showing? Full-time employees cannot derive from sealed type org employees. Got it? So this is the function of sealed. If you are using the sealed keyword, then you cannot inherit from this sealed class or from this sealed class anymore. Got it? This is the function of this sealed class.
So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video.